is Belinda Stachukevich. I'm here today with Ken Wyatt at the IEEE. We're discussing his book, EMI Troubleshooting Cookbook. How are you doing today, Ken?
Doing well.
Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Wanted to ask you a few questions. What's your favorite thing about your job?
After spending my career with Hewlett Packard and Agilent Technologies as an EMC engineer, one of the biggest kicks that I get is being able to help smaller companies now as a consultant in EMC, and so that's what I really enjoy is teaching engineers how to do this EMC thing. Yep.
Is that where your book comes in?
Yes, in fact, Patrick, Andre, and I co-authored the book, EMI Troubleshooting Cookbook, and we are focusing it more on the product designer rather than the EMC engineer. And that makes it pretty unique because while we do cover some of the theory and some of the measurement methods early on in the book, each chapter from there on is a test that you can either pass or fail. So like the first chapter would be radiated emissions, and so we go through simple checklists that you can go through at the test lab, and also if nothing works, take it back to your facility. We have more extensive detailed checklists and tools and tips.
Sounds very useful for the engineer.
The other unique feature about the book is the fact that we show you how to do some simple and low-cost pre-compliance testing. And very often a product designer doesn't understand much about EMC, nor do they really understand how to even start out troubleshooting their product. And we're hoping that this book will help with that.
So you're the troubleshooting pro. You're also doing a webinar for EMC Live.
Yes, we are.
Tell us a little bit about what you're going to discuss?
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but basically the topic will be on today's EMC issues with products and what to do about them.
Okay, sounds good. Hope everybody attends. I want to ask you a couple questions. Can you tell us a funny story, or anecdote of something that happened on the job?
Yes. I was just starting out as an EMC engineer for Hewlett Packard, and I was out on their open test site in the winter in Colorado. And of course, it snows a lot there. And the product we were testing had two large fans in the back that were sucking air through, and of course it was outdoors at an outdoor range, and I was measuring radiated emissions, and it was snowing, and when I was done with the testing, I brought it back into our little shack and opened the top cover, and it was completely full of snow.
Oh my God.
It was still working.
Yeah, well that's good.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun.
Funny. When you want to relax, what kind of things do you like to do?
Well, I've always been interested in photography. My parents gave me my first camera when I was 8 years old, and it was just an old Brownie box camera about this big. It did not even have a lens. It was a pinhole camera. And so I had fun with that, and I've always been interested in travel photography and scenic or nature photography, so that's what I do to relax now.
Great. So when you are photographing things, when you're on your travels, you tend to bring your camera with you and just see what you find?
I always have a camera with me. I carry one on my belt pouch, and so I always have at least one camera in hand, maybe two.
Great. Well, we really wanted to thank you for stopping by and talking to us today, and we hope to continue to work with you and provide content for our readers.
Well, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Belinda.